Oh boy, if he was here right now, I'd tell him I loved him. You know, I would have to say his family first. He adored his girls. And then he also valued his friends. He had an enormous network of friends. He treated his friends like family. Once you were in Eric's circle of friends, you were in there for life. So, family first and then friends. Very social guy. So, I think he put a high value on friendship.
Eric had this, it's not long after I started with A&B, 96 maybe. Eric had this drift boat that was parked across the street in our lot. And it was half full of rain, right? Well, I'm a big guy. Eric wanted to drift. Look, Dave's going to flow over. So what do? I put on my wading boots, and I got into the back seat of that drift boat. This wise guy and Eric picked up the tongue of that thing, and I don't know how many hundreds of gallons of water. And it was cold. It was. You know, I didn't even think about. I didn't think, number one, they'd flip the tongue of the trailer up on me, but yeah, it sucked.
He would pull up and say, "Come on, asshole, get in the pickup." He just had that old school, sense of humor about him, and he just was a kind person. And Eric, if I were to tell a story about Eric, I remember springer fishing. It was a March day, and it was a bit chilly. I mean, it was kind of cold. And I've got a big open North River, sled, and I'm out there fishing with a group of clients, and I had a little guy with me. And Eric was heckling me that day about how warm these guys were, in there with their heater and so on. And so I said, "Sure, Eric, I got a poor little guy up here. Why don't you give me that heater of yours?" And literally, he wouldn't give us the heater, but what he did do is he picked up and he ran probably 7 miles and went and bought for this young man hand warmers and brought them back to us. That describes Eric.
He was pissed off the whole day. He was mad. "Oh my God, put it on the sandbar. And there's lots of guides going by and knew him. They were pointing fingers and laughing. And that day stuck in our head more than any day in the world. My son was there. He passed away. And they're both up there fishing today. And I said, "You know what? If we would have just drove across that bar, went over there, went fishing, caught something or not caught something, we'd never remembered that day." This one's instilled in our head.
We did a wreck on I-5 once, just the two of us. The guy hit a Jersey barrier and ripped all the axles out the back of the trailer. And so we had to tow the trailer backwards with the tractor attached down the on-ramp. And I remember when we got all done with it that he told me that he would work a wreck with me any day. And that made me feel special.
News when we were out of town that my business that I was working for was closing down. And so we'll just say my salary got cut in half. So I was working 2 different jobs at the time. And Eric and I were just starting to build our relationship as friends. And needless to say, my truck broke down on the way to work on Columbia Boulevard. Just lost everything, just shut down, nothing. And I'm thinking to myself, I got little kids at home, I'm trying to figure everything out. Eric comes along, tows my truck free of charge to Timberline Dodge, which no longer exists. Been gone for quite a few years. They called and had the truck done, and well, I didn't have the money to get it yet. And to be honest with you, I don't even know how it came about, but Eric showed up with my truck at my work and paid the bill and told me, he goes, I don't want any of that money back. He goes, "I need you to be here at work." And I was like, And that story still today touches my heart the most, because my wife and I were in a time of need when that came about. And Eric knows too. I mean, I've told him several times that story, but telling it to Eric, it was, shut up, dude, shut up. It's all right. Don't worry about it. It's like, for me, it was huge. I mean, I would have to say I need to work at paying it forward for all the good deeds that Eric's done, not just for me. I've been on Eric's Facebook page lately, and I've seen just the stream of comments from people, and it's mind-blowing how many people that guy's helped over the year. People I didn't even know. I mean, I guess I would be taking the opportunity to pay it forward to others.
How do I think I'll honor Eric's memory? It makes me think about some things that make me smile about Eric, is how I'll really remember him and how I'll honor him. And I think I mentioned his family, being supportive of his family.
I miss him. I miss having that open channel that I can call and say, I got a situation I can't figure out, but he always had a way of telling me that I knew what I was doing and I didn't need help. And,
I think Eric's legacy is his daughters. I think that his competitiveness and willingness to be the best is what Eric should be known for. He ran a successful business. He was a successful softball coach, and he didn't know anything about softball. He was self-taught. He cared about the success of those girls. Once he got to know them, he was all in on softball, and he was going to be the best softball coach he could be. So I think Eric's drive and willingness to succeed and be the best is his legacy, and I think you'll see that in his daughters, and we're all going to be watching out for them through the years. Yep. I'm going to do my very best to stay close to his family and make sure that they're all right. I know that in heaven, that's what Eric would want me to do. I'm also going to call my friends more often. He was a big cell phone guy, and I was used to getting a phone call from him daily. Sometimes it wasn't convenient, and I wouldn't pick it up, and I wish I would have picked it up now. But I think I'm going to make sure that when I have windshield time, I'm going to pick the phone up. I'm going to call my friends. I'm going to call family members I haven't talked to. I'm not going to wait until it's too late. So I'm going to honor Eric that way and try to be a better person, because he was a hell of a good person.